Fear appeal is when there is a message that arouses the emotion of fear within the audience. This fear can be the fear of uncertainty or the fear of adversity. Its intentions are usually to warn us against terrible and awful consequences through the use of macabre images such as gore, or the usage of voice or sound commonly associated with fear, such as crying or screaming.
Next is the extended parallel process model, which explains how presenting the problems and solutions help to change a person's risk-taking behavior. It consists of threat appraisal involving severity, how dangerous the person views the threat, and vulnerability, how likely is he going to be affected by the threat.
There is also coping appraisal, how capable is the person at remedying an issue, also known as self-efficacy, and response efficacy, how good is the remedy applied.
All of the previous points mentioned will lead to two types of coping by the individual. Danger control, if the person assumes he can control the threat and thus takes measures against it,
And fear control, where he cannot control the threat and deludes himself from it.
Here is a diagram of the relationship between the threat, coping, and control of the process model. As you can see, fear control only comes into consideration when the person knows the danger is real but cannot or does not know how to control it. Whereas if he can cope with it, he immediately shifts into danger control.
Now let's look at this anti-smoking campaign.
Smoking causes all cancer. If it didn't, I wouldn't be needing chemotherapy. If looking at all cancer on your cigarette pack makes you uncomfortable, look at another part of the pack. Quitting is hard. Not quitting is harder.
I'm pretty sure most of you did flinch or look away in the first few seconds of the ad. This was one of the issues where the message was too effective. Gruesome images immediately made people turn off at the start. Furthermore, it has also been made too extreme to be believable. This might in fact be real, but the strong start at the beginning would cause any viewer to say, I don't believe oral cancer is this scary. However, the vulnerability was decent as it shows statistics, difficult to argue against. Even more so when the percentages are in place of 1 of every X deals, which made the vulnerability seem even more real. So we assessed the threat. How about how they wanted us to cope? From what we see here, they were pretty intent on us to quit smoking, but not really intent on helping us. A quit line symbol and a number, but nothing more than that. We don't even know if we'll get the response we need, which deters us from actually wanting the help.
Now let's look at this anti-smoking campaign.
It wasn't meant to be like this. It started out with one stick when my friends offered it to me, and I didn't have a reason to say no. Just one stick whenever I was out with them. It's not that much, right? I can still quit whenever I want to. Then, it became something I did when I was bored. Just 2 packs a week. It's not that much, right? I can still quit whenever I want to. I didn't realize it then, but it became an essential. I wasn't keeping count, but I would buy a new pack every morning. Just 3 packs a day. It's not that much, right? I can still quit whenever I want to. It's not that much, right? I can still quit whenever I want to, I think.
Thank you for taking the courage to call us. Don't worry, we'll be with you till you're ready to be on your own.
The images gradually become more disturbing, but allows the viewers to see through the whole message. Whilst the ending image is still scary, but by then it just serves as a reminder to the message itself. There was also a story being told, allowing the viewers to feel similar to the actor.
They will eventually see themselves in the actor who becomes afflicted, thus increasing the vulnerability of themselves to the threat. Finally, the helpline not only includes a point of contact, but also a possible method of recovery. It tells them what kind of help they will receive and the promise of a solution, which may further motivate the viewer to take action. That is all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.